Yes, please open your mic and ask your question.
Yeah, in webinar, what you are going to teach and what you are telling, like it is a live session class or just you are
Yes.
like you are
Finish your question.
Like you are telling 0 to advanced like classes you are telling or and one more thing is it easy to approach to get clients after we learn complete editing course? Is it easy to get any client or it's difficult? So how can we approach a client? How can we build a portfolio? Yeah.
So I'll give some context first. So yes, I do have a video editing community and course, and I talk about that in the webinar, but after I finish the entire presentation. As I said, the webinar is about all the mistakes you're making, which is slowing down your progress as a video editor or freelance video editor. Okay, that's the goal. Because let's say I started learning video editing, I self-learned, right? Because there was no one to guide me. So I had to like brute force, wasn't a brute force my way through learning at how to learn. So I wasted a lot of time in learning. But now I figured out, hey, all the things I learned, there's some principles that I figured out, which could have been learned in a lot less time. The webinar is about that. So that you can understand that, hey, on my journey to making, let's say 1 lakh rupees a month, I'm stuck. I'm making 20,000, 30,000. I'm stuck because when I started, I'll give you a little more background story. When I started freelancing, I did not start as a video editor. I started as a content writer. And I was making not very much money, honestly. So first month I made 9,000 rupees and I was very happy. 9,000 rupees as a full-time content writer.
So I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Let me finish that story and then you'll understand what I'm trying to say. So in content writing, instead of 9,000 rupees, I started making 20,000, 25,000, 30,000. Then I got stuck. I could not increase my income. Like 30, I think 40,000 was like a very good month. And then because I like to call myself a very persistent fucker, right? Pardon my French. But एक बार कुछ धुन सा हो जाती है ना, मैं छोड़ता नहीं. So that is the only quality that survived or helped me. I just survived and just kept grinding through everything that, like I call it the ignorance tax. Because you don't know what you don't know. So if you don't know what you're missing, you don't know. So I paid the ignorance tax the worst way, kept grinding through it. It wasted money, time, invested everything. You see a lot of books. I read a lot of books, still do. There's one more bookshelf here, by the way. I have more than 450 books. And every piece of knowledge helped me progress and then eventually clicked. Then I started making $50 per article, $100 per article, $120 per article, and started making 1 lakh as a writer also. And then in the video editing world, I applied the same principles. But then what took me 1.5 years of a lot of grind and headache and effort to figure out, I don't want everybody else to go through the same thing. So the webinar is going to be about that. Don't waste your time there. That's the purpose of the webinar. Okay. Hopefully the context is set. Now can you ask your question once again?
Is it easy to get clients after
okay.
How do we can build a portfolio?
So in the webinar, I explained some of this. That how to do this. And if you are talking about like that, I talk about progress as a video editor in terms of phases. First phase is where you're learning, where you probably will not make any money, right? Because you're still learning. Then once you have client-worthy skills, I call them client-worthy skills. Ki itna aata hai ki I can go to a client and charge. Then you will start at 5,000-10,000 rupees. This is realistic. You will not make 50,000 rupees instantly because you will be very slow, right? You will be very slow. Then maybe for a month, 2 months, 3 months, until you gain little speed, you will be stuck at that. So there, once you start making your first money, which is maybe 5,000 rupees, 10,000 rupees, then the next learning curve is how do I become more efficient and how do I become better as well? Because if you are just started out in 1 month, you'll not be an expert editor. So you have to work on both your speed and your skills. And that can take you to 30, 40, up to 50,000 rupees easily. Then the game becomes different. How do I close international clients? So is it easy? Depends on what kind of clients you want. Do you want a client that pays you 5,000 rupees? Very easy. You can get it today. But if you want a client that pays you 2 lakh rupees, maybe not easy today, but maybe after 2 years of work, easy. Okay. Is that a satisfactory answer?
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much.
Is that clear? You got the journey? Because it was hard to explain without giving tons of context around it.
If you're a video editor who's already working with clients, you already have good editing skills, but you're unable to increase your income and you're stuck at 35,000 rupees a month, then I have great news. I'm doing a live masterclass on exactly that topic where you can learn how to attract high quality clients to you. I'm going to reveal exactly how I attracted the clients that I work with and all the mistakes that you probably are making, which are causing you to not get high quality clients. You can scan the QR code or go to the link in description and register for the next live masterclass.